with the Shanti mantra from Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda has 3 Upanishads, Mundaka, Manduka and Shat Prashna Upanishad. The meaning of this one, may we be blessed to hear not only the auspicious outer sound, also the inner sound. May we be blessed to see not only the outer great things, may we have an inner vision. May all our actions be a offering to the Lord. May all our actions be a yajna. And for that, may the divine beings bless us with the good health and long life. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshabhir Yajatraha Stirai Angaihi Stuštuvang Svastanubihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This term we have been covering the Swabhava, nature. Everyone is special, everyone is unique, everyone has a huge potential. And if I look at a big mango tree, this huge mango tree, if I look at that one, if I inquire where this mango tree has come from, it has come from a small seed. Seed is very small, but it got an opportunity to grow and become a big tree. Bija and Jiva are synonyms. Jiva and Bija are synonyms. And the seed has, along with the seed, its nature also is ingrained. It cannot be separated. That mango seed had an opportunity, right environment was there, so that it grew and became a big tree and gave shelter for many birds and gave fruits for many people. And for us also, that's a scripture says, the Bija and Jiva, that we are like that one. That scripture says, in the right environment, if you fit in the right bracket, right environment, allow the environment, that right environment, it gives an opportunity for our soul to blossom and grow a big tree. That is the path of liberation, it says. That we have to full exploitation of our potential, full exploitation of our swabhava is the liberation. It's the moksha sadhana for everyone. So every seed is unique. That jackfruit seed cannot become a mango seed. And every seed is unique. Every seed has its own swabhava. And discover your swabhava and exploit that one fully. That is the path of liberation. And in this term we covered upon the 4 swabhava, 4 nature, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. It's a general classification. One is interested in contemplation, its originality, it's a Brahmana type. Kshatriya is good in administration, Vaishya is good in production, and Shudra supports all 4 categories. And we have come to the 3 gunas. 3 gunas, in the beginning Shri Krishna says, Chaturvarnyam maya srishta guna karma vibhagashaha. Based on the guna also that influences us. Guna guneshu vartante. Whatever we do, whether we do a good thing or a mixed thing or a bad thing, Shri Krishna says it is because of the guna. It's a Satvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. 3 gunas, it determines whatever we do, that one, because of the influence of these 3 or combination of these 3, we do whatever we do. It is it's impelled by the guna. Shri Krishna says these 3 gunas, whether we do a noble job, it is because of the Satvic influence. If we do the ordinary things, it's a Rajasic. If you do the bad things, it is because of the tamoguna. 3 gunas are like ropes. These 3 ropes are tying us. If I take a water from a pond and allow the water to settle down, at the top clear water comes out. At the mid portion is translucent, and at the bottom opaque. It's clear is called as Satvic, and the mid portion is called as Rajasic, and the translucent or Rajasic, and bottom part is Tamasic. And we Satvic guna in the Bhagavatam also, the Sri Krishna tells this one to Uddhava. In the Satvika guna, when you start acquiring the pure quality, noble quality, devotion, surrender, humility, and it's when you pure thinking, when you start doing that one, various divine beings come and take repose in you. That person becomes leads a divine life. It's when you acquire that one, it's divine beings. They are also seeking for some shelter where they can come and contribute here. They are looking for some adhisthana. One starts doing the thinking good, thinking noble, then various divine beings come and take repose in that person, and that person leads a divine life. It's a divinity is expressed through that person. On contrary, one is not given to these ones, continues with Rajasic or Tamasic, unsuitable friends, unsuitable habits, and unrighteousness. When one person leads, various negative forces, they are also seeking some shelter. We want to express in this world. They are looking for some adhisthana. They find that adhisthana is appropriate. They came and take shelter in that adhisthana, and that person expresses that tamoguna, that asuri, negative forces are expressed through that one. And Sri Krishna in the Bhagavatam also says, strive to, move up, associate with right people, think good, think noble, go to the Satvic, and when you are in Satvic, and the path further going up is much easier. That it talks about. And the mind, the Satvic mind, Rajasic mind, and Tamasic mind, we covered upon the last week also. It's Ahara Shuddho, Sattva Shuddho, Dhruva Smritihi. In the Upanishad it says, Ahara Shuddho, the food, what you eat has an effect on the mind. The pure food, good food, it's when you eat that one, Ahara Shuddho, Sattva Shuddhi, your mind gets purified. And Sattva Shuddho, Dhruva Smritihi, when you start eating the pure food, the one develops a sharp memory. Memory is very good. And many people, they say, we forget things. And because they check what you are eating, because food has an effect on the mind also. Ahara Shuddho, Sattva Shuddho, Dhruva Smritihi. If you want a good memory, it's a good food, pure food, and Satvic food. In the Satvic food, in the Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna talks about also, Natyashnutastu yogosti, nachaikanta anashnataha. One who eats, yuktaha hara viharasya, one who eats too much, unsuitable food, or it's one who doesn't eat at all, always fasting. For that person, its yoga is not possible. One who is moderate in diet, right food, has an effect on the mind. In the Yoga Ayurveda Shastra also says, when you eat, when you are eating, it's drink the food and eat the liquid. Because stomach doesn't have teeth. Teeth is there in the mouth. Don't gobble up. Chew the food properly, and let the bile get mixed well with the food when you eat. When the bile is produced, your digestion is good. And drinking the water, you sip the water, not gulp it. In the morning, it's good weight reduction, every morning it's a lukewarm water, just sip it every morning instead of drinking in one go. Sip it, it helps in it's reducing the body weight also. Eat water and drink the solid and eat the liquid. And it also talks about Ayurveda, talks about eating that it's Hita book, Mita book, Rita book, Kshuda book. It's Hita, what is good for the body, look for that one and eat the food which is appropriate. Hita book, Mita book, not up to the party, I may not get the next chance again, I will eat this much. It's a Hita book, Mita book. It's a limited quantity. Kshuda book. When you are hungry, then only you eat. Rita book. Rita book means appropriate time. It's not always munching. It's not always munching. That in appropriate time, it's have a habit of that one. It is a secret of good health. And also in the Bhagavad Gita we touched upon Ayus, the Satvic food is Ayus Sattvam Balarogyam Sukha Priti Vivardhanaha Rasya Snigdha Sthira Hridya Ahara Satvika Priyaha. These type of food, Satvika food, the Satvik people, to develop that type of mind, Ayus Sattvam, one food is which is nourishing, juicy, succulent, fresh, one which enhances the health, enhances the lifespan. That type of the food, the Sattvic person is generally drawn towards that one and eat that one. And for example, that Sattvic food, the vegetarian food, that vegetables has lot of prana in that one. If you eat meat has very low prana shakti. Very low prana shakti. This body is made up of 5 elements. Earth element, its water element is there, fire element is there, air and space element is there. The food what we eat should be appropriate to the body also. The food when we eat, the vegetarian food, vegetables, fruits, it has the combination of all 5. If you eat meat has predominantly earth element. It's a heavy earth and low in prana and heavy earth element. It takes long time to digest. That meat, it takes long time to digest. Body has to work too much to digest that one. And generally meat food, it is acidic in nature. People who are eating meat, they are prone to acidity problem, digestion problem, and it says that avoid that one. Alcohol also. Alcohol for fun, it is fun, and after that it has an effect on the body. That avoid alcohol and meat. It's a Sattvic food. And in the Ayurveda book also it talks about up to 40 years you eat food, and after 40 food eats you. And it's be mindful of what you are eating. In the Rajasic food, it talks about it's Katwamla Lavana Ati Ushna Tikshna Ruksha Vidahinaha Ahara Rajasasyeshta Dukkha Shoka Maya Pradaha. The Rajasic people, they are drawn to the food, that type of food. It's Katwa, bitter food. Katwa, Amla, that sour, too much of bitter. Katwa, Amla, Lavana, too salty, too spicy food, and too hot, it's steamy hot, and no ruksha, no essence in that one. Very dry food. It's no sattva in that one, low in prana, like bubble gum. I keep eating that one, chewing, there is no essence in that one. And Rajasic people, they like these type of food that results in disturbance in the mind, dukkha, unhappiness, discontentment, dukkha, shoka, grief, disease. It leads to the mental disturbance, grief and disease. The Rajasic people, they are drawn towards that one. And tamasic people, they are drawn to the food. Yatayamam gatarasam puti pariyushitam chayat uchchishtam abhichamedhya bhojanam tamasapriyam. The tamasic people, they are yatayamam, stale food, rotten food, putrefied food. Yatayamam gatarasam, no essence at all. There is no prana shakti at all. There no energy in that food. Yatayamam gatarasam puti pariyushitam chayat. Uchchishtam abhi, sharing the food from the same plate or leftover food and eating others' food. It's that the tamasic people, that makes the mind very dull. It's a lack of energy, lack of motivation, pulls one foot down. Even in the food habits, and in the Chandogya Upanishad last week I mentioned, what you eat, the gross part of the food comes out as the stool, and mid part of the food goes into your flesh, fine part of the food goes into the mind. What you eat, what you are. And tell me what type of food you are eating, I will tell you what type of person you are. And Sri Krishna talks about how to look after the mind, how to develop the Satvic mind. And we'll touch upon what is the dhana, that giving the charity. We may say that I am a great donor. That Sri Krishna says, even the donation, what you are doing, charity, whatever you are doing, it can be a Satvic type, Rajasic type, and Tamasic type. Satvic donation, Datavyamiti yadhanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha tadhanam satvikam smritam. Datavyamiti, giving without expecting anything in return. And Datavyamiti, I give and I forget. Datavyamiti yadhanam diyate, I don't expect anything in return. Yadhanam diyate anupakarine, in the right place, right person. And it's deshe kale cha patre cha, right time, right place, and right person. Giving, that one is the Satvic charity. Satvic giving also can be a Satvic. And what is the Rajasic charity, Tamasic charity, we'll see next week. And we'll continue on that one, this theme next week. Lie down on your